Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Suelen Bowman. I want to share with you how was my delivery with my baby Isaac, and I hope you like it and enjoy it. I want to start talking about how did I know I was in labor. For me, I felt like that I had symptoms that every week I would have more symptoms to add to my list. Like I had back pain, it was increasing, the baby was very low, and I had some pelvic pain. The pelvic pain gave me signs that the baby was going lower and lower, and that pelvic pain would increase throughout the days. And finally, I also could see in the mirror that my belly felt and looked different, and I saw that my belly was lower and the baby had dropped. I also had Braxton Hicks for every 10 minutes for an hour, and like that never happened in the entire pregnancy. So it's like, this is new. So I started feeling crampy when I was 37 weeks pregnant. I started feeling more cramps during night, but they were very mild, and I knew that the baby was just closer. I did my nails on Friday, and my baby came on Tuesday, because I knew on Friday when I need to do my nails, I need to be ready. I knew the baby was coming soon. I thought when I was 37 weeks, I thought the way I feel, sometimes I think this baby's gonna come next week. I said that to my sister-in-law when I was 37 weeks pregnant, and the baby came next week. He came when I was 38 weeks, indeed. For me, it felt like cramping. I felt my belly would get hard during the contractions, and a little bit like a pelvic pain. And during those contractions, I felt that I couldn't sleep. So I felt that with my first baby Samuel, my first pregnancy, I felt that one night or two nights, and then the third night I had the same thing, and then my water broke and I had the baby the next day. So I thought this is exactly the same type of contractions I was having with my previous pregnancy. This baby can come in the next 2 days. I had those cramps and I had those contractions, and I would get up, kind of didn't sleep very well, uncomfortable night. And then once on Monday, I started having them early in the morning, and then I started tracking them at 8:40 a.m. and they were very far apart. I think they were like 30 minutes apart. But I started tracking them because I was having for a long time during the night. And it's like, I think it's time for me to track to actually see if they're gonna progress or not. And so I started tracking, and they were like 30 minutes apart. And what I realized is that the day I had the baby, that they were like 30, and then they would go to 29, then 28, and the next contraction would be 25, 20, and then from 8:40 to around 1:20 p.m. they just continued progressing and coming close together. When it was 1:20 p.m. I had my mucus plug and my bloody show when I went to the bathroom, and so I was pretty sure by that time that I probably would have that baby that same day. So I called my husband, I told him to come home. He came home, he helped me packing the car, packing the stuff, and on purpose I did not wanted to go to the hospital right away, and the contractions were not painful to the point I was like, this baby's coming right now. So I kept walking the house and doing things in the house, even organizing things and getting the house ready, things like that, just to progress while I'm home. For me, distracting my mind from the contractions and distracting my mind from the labor itself helped me going through, because I felt like, because since I was like doing something else, I was like maybe washing dishes, or if I was cooking something or eating something for me, or if I was packing my hospital bag, or whatever I was doing, for me I wasn't like concentrating on my pain in my contractions, and that helped me progress faster, because I progressed super fast. I was progressing and progressing and progressing, and I kept living and doing things in my life as if I wasn't having contractions. So I just kept doing normal things in the house. I think that's what made difference for me to not feel as much pain. I think if I was just sitting in the couch or sitting on the bed and just I'm having contractions, just concentrating on them, for me personally, I think I would feel more pain. I know some people, and this may be different experience and the different for each person, because some people, they have to be meditating and they need to be concentrating their pain and they need to really focus on getting through the contraction, things like that. So I can't tell you how this would work for you, because that's not what I did for me. I didn't stop to meditate, I didn't stop to reflect or listen to a song to help me. I just almost like pretended they didn't exist and make my mind think about other things and not think about the contractions. That's what helped me personally. So once I had my contractions really painful, they were really painful. I told them, I think we need to go to the hospital. We packed the car, everything was ready. I started going to the car. I still wasn't 100% sure I was in labor. I even filmed videos. You can see my labor videos and everything. I was fine. I thought I could tolerate. It was very painful, but I didn't know how quickly the baby would come. I thought maybe the baby will come tomorrow. Maybe the baby will come in the middle of the night. But I didn't know that the baby was coming so soon. I went to the hospital literally when my contractions were 2 minutes, was 1 minute apart, when my contractions were that close apart. When I was admitted to the hospital, they checked me. I was already 8 centimeters dilated. Hold on, I think I'm gonna have to get my baby because he's crying a little bit. Say hi. Hi guys. I'm Isaac. He just woke up. Okay, I may have to lower the camera a little bit. When I got to the hospital, I was already 8 centimeters dilated. As soon as I got in the hospital, the pain was like, I could tolerate the pain, but it was definitely something that I couldn't tolerate without any sound. I couldn't just be quiet and just be like, I was at least moaning. It was just too painful at this point already. From 8 centimeters to 10, it was so quickly. I got in the hospital, it was 4:51 p.m. 5:14 p.m. I was fully dilated. That means that 23 minutes after I got to the hospital, I went from 8 centimeters to 10 centimeters. And then from 5:14 to 5:36, I had my baby. So only when I was 10 centimeters, it was 22 minutes later that I had my baby. So things went really fast. I had the baby in a lot of pain, but I thought the contractions were more painful than the baby coming out. A lot of people talk about that. A lot of people say about the ring of fire, that you feel that when the baby is crowning and things like that. I did not feel that at all, not even a little bit. I did not feel any ring of fire. The contractions were the most painful thing in the whole labor. I had the baby. I was in so much pain. I did scream a lot during my contractions in the last few minutes before the baby was born. And when the baby came to my chest, I was like still in a lot of pain. It took me a few minutes to finally start feeling better and actually being able to smile and enjoy and being able to function, because I thought when I look at the videos now during my labor, like if you notice, like when the baby, as soon as like the first thing that I have baby on me, and my face, you can see that my face, I wasn't myself. I was like in a lot of pain, and I wasn't like thinking very well. It was a very easy labor. I had a very easy delivery with him. I have nothing to complain about. The team, the nurses, the doctor, everybody was great with me. Everybody treated me so well. I had a wonderful recovery at the hospital. The nurses helped me through my recovery, my postpartum recovery during the hospital stay. Daniel, he was an awesome, he was awesome with me during the whole process of labor and delivery. He was there the entire time. I felt like that I'm still having contractions. People don't tell you that, but after you have the baby, you have contractions because of your uterus going back to normal. And I did have a lot of pain, and they gave me Pitocin. So that was the only medicine they gave me. I did not have anesthesia, epidural, I did not have any Pitocin during my labor. But after the baby was born, they put some Pitocin on my vein, and that's what caused me contractions. So right after I had the baby, I was in a lot of pain because of those contractions I was having. I remember that when the nurse came like in the evening, I don't know what time it was, but it was at night, and she asked how was my pain. I thought my pain was zero. Like I wasn't having any pain at all anymore. I had no trouble going to the bathroom or taking a shower. I had a nurse there with me just in case I needed to walk with help, or if I felt dizzy or something. She was there with me, and I'm glad she was there. She gave me instructions and everything, and it was great. I felt really great taking a shower. If you can take a shower during your labor, after your labor, I mean, that it's just so good to feel like you feel clean, you feel relaxed, and you feel like a new person. The baby had no complications in the hospital. Another thing that I was gonna tell you, that as soon as he was born, like he latched perfectly, and we did not have any issues breastfeeding. He was just wonderful at breastfeeding. He was perfect, and I did not need any type of counseling or help with breastfeeding. He was just a natural, and I just had no issues with breastfeeding. So that was very good. I was very happy. I'm very happy that I don't have issues with that. Okay guys, I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please give a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye bye.